Well, that is my new Umbi. I got him from a hobbyist down the road. Got him in about 20 Umbi fry. The Umbi fry I put in the 180 didn't make it. I call them fry. They're anywhere from an inch to 2 inches long. About 10 in the 180, and they were 15 in the 180, and they were all snacks, which I was not happy with. Put about 10 in the pond, and they're all doing very well. But this guy, you can see his belly's a little sunk in right now. He's been here for over a week, and just now getting settled in, starting to eat a little bit and move about. Down below is my Feste. They're over in the corner. They're shy. They not too happy with me, I guess. I don't know. I was gone for a week, and whenever I came back, they didn't want to be around me, didn't want to see me. They're scared of me. Right here, you can see this one. I think that's a female right there, swimming off. You can see the black up there on her dorsal fin. Up here are my devils, always ready to say hello. Constantly breeding. I think I've had probably about 4 clutches out of them. The only one I've grown, most of the first clutch, they were all feeders for my Feste. The second clutch happened whenever I moved them from this tank over to this tank. Lost them, and then whenever I was gonna move them, I had to move them again, and sure enough, they had another. So I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 that they've had. I think they've had 3. But here's the Umbi again. They've had 3 down in the Feste tank. They're from the first clutch. It's hiding now, coming around. This one did not get. It's the only fish. There's probably about 75 of them. Oh, maybe a quarter of an inch long. Somehow this one made it. And not only has it made it, it's growing fast now. The most active fish and the biggest eater in the whole aquarium. It's funny, they just accepted him. So they have all the red tears, and they'll take a red devil with them. They don't care. But anyway, that is actually a red devil. It's the last one that I have that I got that did not color up. That I got from the guy down the road. Down here is my 75. This is a 75 that I've had for a while. I just now today built this double rack. So down here I have the 75, nothing's in it. I just have it filled up with water, making sure everything's good. It's been in the garage for a little bit, dry. But I made this rack right here, 75 on the bottom, and then my acrylic 75 up top. Down there in the corner over there, we have the 180. Still, I'll zoom in like this so I don't have to get out of the chair. Some Umbis. I'm sick with the new air because this one right there got beat up a little bit. Whenever I went on vacation, they all got beat up. But most of them made it. I have 4 or 5 Umbis in there. A couple of Jags. There's one of them. I have this one right here and another one. It's about the same size, but really dark. And so I don't know if their coloration has anything to do with gender. Hopefully, it'd be cool if I had a pair. And then this right here, zooming in right there. Sorry for the poor quality. That's one of the Dova that I have. I have a couple of small Dova. A lot of them became snacks whenever I went on vacation. So anyway, but I'm just sitting in the garage. Whenever I made this double stand, I had room. Put up a chair, so I'm able to sit in here and watch the fish See, hopefully they can get a little more comfortable now that I'm able to hang out with them. Watch the fish, food in hand, and have an opening right there on the Feste tank, and just grabbing a pellet every once in a while and tossing it in from here, and hopefully they'll get used to me being the person that they associate with food, so they come out more for me instead of trying to hide. But I have found sitting in this chair, they are a lot more receptive to my presence than whenever I'm standing up. Well, I wasn't sure if they're eating that much. I'm looking at them right now, and I'm just pooped, so stuff's coming out, stuff's going in, so they are eating. They just don't. I'll feed them, and the food will sit there, and they wait till I leave to eat it, which is no fun. But right now they're getting big enough. I'm hoping they'll pair off. I was at the local store, and they had a pair that were about this size, and they had them paired off already. So I see males and I see females. It'd be nice to see if I can get a pair going soon. Now that I have this 75, I don't know. Still need to do some decoration and get it cycled. I'm still waiting on that, but it will be nice whenever I have a pair. I can move them into the 75. I know it's smaller, but I mean, they're no more than 5 inches right now. I think they'll be fine for a little. Then I'll be able to leave the rest here in the 135 until I can get another pair and figure out where I want to go from there. Out in the pond at the back, I have quite a few fish. Like I said, I have those 8 or 9 umbies, the real mags like this. I don't know if that's the dad. I think that he might be the dad of the 2 bigger ones I have in there. And then I have 7 or 8 that are from a different pair that guy had. But have those real mags. I also have a lot more of the Red Devils, or the Red Devils, what they're sold as. Red Devil, My Devil, Midas, I don't know. Amphilophus species, I guess would be the easiest way to say it. But anyway, have 7 or 8 of those still out there, along with Rio Mag, Gorillas Blue Umbi I got from Wraps. I think it's a female. Whenever I put it out there, it was growing. It hasn't got into the pond. It hasn't found its place that well, and so now it's there, but I just see it dart around maybe once every 2 or 3 days. I'll see it move around, and it's just a quick flash. So it's eating enough to stay alive. It's not growing how I was hoping it would, but whenever I bring it in, I mean, it's a female and that's a male. I might put those 2 together and see what happens with the Rio Mag and a Gorillas Blue. Really wanting to get a pair out of these Gorillas Blacks I got from Dan at Cichlids of the Americas. There you go. That's one of the Jags, and that's the other Jag up there. Sorry for the glare. Yeah, I guess I have four of the Gorillas Blues left. One of them got murdered last night. But anyway, that's these, so hopefully I can get a pair. If anybody's watching, can help sex jaguars, that's one of them, and the other one is right here. Sorry for all this stuff in the water. There you go, you can see the 2 of them side by side. They stay at 2 separate spots. They were lip locking a couple days ago, but I don't know. I can't tell the difference between a male and a female. But right now, since they're sitting there next to each other, I don't know. We'll see if they do anything. I don't know. I don't know, they're different colors. I'm sure it might just be a dominant, subdominant thing, but if it's a pair, it'd be cool. Now I'm rambling. 10 minutes and I haven't shown much. These Red Devils, looks like she's getting fat again, starting to get fat. A minute ago it looked like her tube was starting to drop, so who knows. It seems like every time I get them, whenever I move them, as soon as I move them, instead of going into hiding or getting shy, they just want to spawn every time they get into a new location. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, that's the fish room. One last look at the Rio Mag. Whenever I got him, I put him on a next to a tape measure, and I think he was 9.5 inches. So, but anyway, whenever he starts eating, he'll look good. He has a pretty red face on him, so he's just still getting settled in. But that's that. Like I said, yep, as soon as I stand up, they're down here on the bottom. They all want to hide all my Festae. So I was really want to put them up there in the top tank, but in order to catch them and move all of it, it's more of a hassle than I'm ready to deal with just right now. But that's a fish room. Sorry for the dirty tanks, but sitting here, figured I'd do an update. There you go.